All right, folks, I'm interrupting my regularly scheduled broadcasting. I got a call, I think, not Friday that just passed, but maybe the Friday before. I don't remember. Maybe it was the Thursday before. For a gig that was for this past weekend up in the UP at the Kewadin, K-E-W-A-D-I-N Casino in St. Ignace with the great Chris Canis. The Chris Canis group. It's a fun band. It's a very, very free kind of on stage, but good, and you'll see. And I had a couple of days to prepare, but between my class and everything else, I didn't have a ton of time. So I did it. This is episode, I think, 2 or 3 of Diary of a Freelance Musician. So let me take you on the trip with me. We'll start at the gas station, looking at bird poop. All right, take it away, Vince.
See that? That's bird crap. And really, I should say bird SH double hockey sticks, but I'm not gonna. That's bird pocky on my window that happened in the last 10 minutes. Like, why? Why? So this is what I say. If there is a God, he's some kind of weird practical joker. And if there isn't, this is the chaos of life. Good trip. I spent $500 getting my car fixed. And now I got bird crap on my car. I'm going to clean it off with the little squeegee thing. Anyway, let me show you the trunk, and then we'll get going. Just to show you the back seat of my little Focus, right? Mic's on the bottom. I got my little duffel bag, because it's only 2 days, right? These people, they pack like for 9 years. It's silly. Let me open up the trunk. Here we're going around. The rest of it is good. Like, I just spent $517 on repairs in this car. Not only for the trip, just for life in general. Here we go. Right? Pack to the rim. Pack to the rim. My stick bag, I think I got everything. Pedal, hi-hat pedal. Hardware bag, cymbal bag. All right. I'm going to get gas. I'll talk to you. All right. There's the Ford Focus, as you can see. All right. I'll see you soon. Hi, everybody. How you doing? So we have fueled up. We are ready to go. I cleaned off the Bird SH double hockey sticks. All right. So I'm feeling better. There's still some things working on my body. I got something fixed, and it seems to be doing okay. I'm not 100% yet, but the other problem I'm a little worried about today is, today and tomorrow is, I usually have a lot more time to work on the stuff. I did play with them before, and I didn't just because of the class and everything else. Anyway, I did something I don't normally do. I used a fuel additive, and you got to take my word for it, all right, to see if I increase my gas mileage. Now, this isn't bad for this car, right? 116,000 miles. I've been averaging mostly city, but it's 27.9 miles per gallon. It's according to the little thing, if they're accurate. We don't know. Who knows? They might be some guy in a basement room going, say this. Let's see how high it goes, and I'll report that. All right, STP fuel additive, fuel injector cleaner. All right. So I will see you in a little bit. I'll say hi somewhere along the trip, and here we go.
The next few clips will pretty much be about the drive and just the way you do when you go to these long drives. This was actually a 4-hour and 59-minute drive. That's what Waze said. So, but I can't do that. I'm 61. I'm going to be 61 in 4 days. The day that I show this, though, the day that I upload this will probably be my birthday, Friday, May 5th. So, I can't do 5 hours, zoom. And I like to give my car brakes because it's got almost 120,000 miles on it, right? So, I don't know. So, when I see 5 hours, that means for me, 7 hours at least, right? I'm going to take time. And that's the way you should do it. You never want to be stressed when you get to a gig, so you want to leave early enough and all that. So, next couple of clips are just on the drive and break time and that kind of thing. And then to the hotel.
Hey guys, how you doing? First stop, we're about 100 miles in. It's a 347 mile trip. 347 miles an hour, yeah, that'd be like a 5-minute trip. Okay, so well, you're taking a gig like that. Well, here's the thing. The gig pays okay. The gig pays okay. But, the room and everything and the kind of couple of months I've had, actually maybe a year I've had, it's a nice little break for me. Besides, I really like playing with Chris. So, and it's a good chance for me to really kind of hone up my skills for the summer, because the freelance gig, man, you got to use it all. Anyway, your first stop, I'm at a Cracker Barrel. All right. Now, here's my hypocrisy, white man hypocrisy. So, Cracker Barrel is known for their, racism, homophobia, all that stuff. So I generally don't like to go to places like that, right? But they do have good like breakfast food, omelets and stuff like that. And as I've gone through the country in my life, it's more individual. Some Cracker Barrels are managed well, and you see a very diverse group of people running waitressing and staff, and others you don't. And the name is kind of fitting, Cracker Barrel, because we're the crackers, you know what I mean? And they got in trouble for it. So maybe they toned it back a little bit because they, want people to come to they want more than just the, how are you doing, Clem, to come to their restaurants. So they do make a good omelet. So I'm here, and the other thing I like is usually there's a little bit of a line, and it gives you a chance to get out of the car. And usually, so I leave early. By the way, here you go. Here's your wisdom. I leave early enough so I can take, when I do stop, I don't stop a lot. I might only stop 2, maybe 3 times during this break. Some will be very short, but like this stop will be probably like an hour. So I can go in, excuse me again, I can eat, I can relax, I can, chill a little bit. Because when you're driving in the car, it could be a little taxing mentally and physically, not taxing in the way where I'm like weightlifting, but physically in the sense that I'm sitting. I'm not moving for, this is a 5-hour ride. I don't want to sit still for 5 hours. I'm 61. Anyway, but I'm going to look at this Cracker Barrel and I'll make a report. I'll make a report to see if they see more of a racist Cracker Barrel or less racist. And if you don't like this, that I say these things, I don't care. All right, it's who I am. I like to see corporations be inclusive. Be inclusive. Why? Because they have the power to do so. Because they have the power to do so, and it's right to do so. Right? Look, white people have screwed up the world pretty badly. Pretty badly. We got, even in this country, my God, we got Marjorie Idiot Green calling people that are stepmoms not moms, like fighting for an orange-haired guy that lost an election that can't admit. My God, we're at each other's throats. He disagrees with me. I'm going to kill him. Right? It's crazy. It's crazy how we are. We've screwed up. So maybe it is time, guys. I hate to say it. And this is as a Caucasian. Step aside. Let somebody else take the reins for a while, because they can't do any worse than we did. Anyway, I'll give you a report on the Cracker Barrel to see how it is when I come back, and then we'll be back on the road, and I'm probably not all of the breaks, maybe one more we'll take, and we'll talk. All right, see you in a minute. I'm going to have a good breakfast. Hey everybody, we're back. I don't know what time it is. Let's see. So I took my break at about 12, like 01, 02 or something like that. And it is 1:04. So about an hour. We took about an hour. We chilled, right? It might have been a little later than that. Might be a little less than an hour. Anyway, like I said, I have now, I have less than a 4-hour drive, and I've got till at least 7 o'clock to get there, and it's only 1. So I got plenty of time. Anyway, my report on Cracker Barrel, this is what I noticed. I'm going to add these. This is what I noticed. The waitresses, as far as I could see, and I saw most. I didn't see all. I didn't see all shifts, obviously. We're going for a small section. We're mostly young, white, blonde-haired, waitresses, female. Excuse me. I noticed the people of color, because I kind of had a direct line to see, were in the kitchen. Is that intentional? I don't know. I did have a good meal. This one doesn't make omelets. I don't know. I thought they made omelets. I don't know. I go so. But here's what I found. I found this thing. Whoop. I found this thing. I think this is cool. It's a carpet chess game, and I usually want to buy stuff there because I don't want to be, supporting racism. But, I don't know. Maybe that's the way it worked out at the moment. But we're going to keep tabs on this. All right? My little restaurant racism critique. There's a better name. I'll come up with it before the end of this trip, and I'll name it when I do the video. Anyway, a little chess and checkers thing for the grandkids. Remember, I'm old. I'm going to be 61 in, actually 1 week from today. So, I'm still, semi-attractive. So, all right. On the way, we're going to... Hey, guys. This will be my last stop before I get to the casino. This is just the other side of Mackinac Bridge. I kind of stop here every time. Last time I took a few pictures. I'm not going to do that here now. I'm just saying this is like a really impressive bridge. On my way home, I'm going to do the thing where I put the phone out and, maybe get into an accident for you guys. That's how committed I am to the channel. I'm an idiot. Anyway. But it's a really impressive bridge, There's, Michigan is kind of a big state, and I've lived in New York, and I kind of spent a lot of time in Florida, and I spent some time in California, and of course Europe, which is my favorite place in the world. Sorry, I'm a democratic socialist. What do you want? But this is a very impressive bridge in the expanse. There's some statistics about it. I'll post while I'm talking about it. Maybe on the way back. Anyway, I'm going to go pee. Too much information? Anyway, I just had, one of these. Well, half of these. So, anyway, and then the next time we'll talk, we'll be probably on stage. And I'll do a little drum cam over this one. I'll put it by the floor tom, and we'll see how it goes, all right? And probably a little bit tonight, a little bit tomorrow night. And then I'll see you again on the way home. All right. Hey, guys. This is my room. Now, if you're new at the freelance thing, it's not a bad room. The Quaidin Casino in the UP, Upper Peninsula, that means, of Michigan. Not a bad room, really. But if you're new at it, you may have to share rooms. I'm at a place now where I usually ask for my own room, and it's kind of could be a deal breaker, because when you're doing shows, you just want to be able to come back and chill and whatever, you don't want to have to converse with someone or something like that. So I appreciate that. Show's going to happen in about an hour. I probably won't put the camera up today, but I got something to do with it tomorrow, and then I got the TV on. You can see the reflection. I see it in the camera. That's pretty cool. But tomorrow night I'll probably film a few clips like a drum cam, and then go home. Hopefully I won't suck. All right, so see you soon, guys.
woman, and she knows how to treat me right. So my baby, she's alright. Baby, clean house, don't she know? Sometimes I want to go. Sometimes I want to go. Sometimes I want to go. Now when she holds me, take her on the way. And I ain't away. If you only knew you wouldn't treat me that way, even though I'm blue, I still want you to stay. If you only knew how much you put at my soul, maybe then you will know how much you love my heart and home. Is what they call me.
everybody. So it was a good trip. I actually played pretty good. I think there's one song I kind of forgot the bridge, sort of. It's more like an outro. Forgot the hits. Took me a second to calibrate. But other than that, I much better show than last time. Some of the stuff was freaking epic. And that's what I do. You'll see, as you can see, I took some clips, because he's going to be on the next Musicians on Couches, so I really don't want to play too much of the stuff because we're going to see him again. But I got to do his interview. Anyway, the whole thing is just wonderful. And again, I say this to many. I was fortunate in some ways. This is the Mackinac Bridge, by the way. I haven't crossed it yet. I got to head to a Beatles band rehearsal. You have to kind of exercise, and I decided I'm just not doing Uber anymore. Summer's coming. I got this, the water looks great, doesn't it? I got this driver's ed thing I'm going to do on the side. It's better than Uber. I won't start that for another month, but screw it. I just can't do Uber anymore. I hate it. And they cheat you. Uber cheats you, by the way. Tip your guy. You take an Uber, tip him really well. Make sure it goes to him. If you can give him cash, do that, because sometimes you don't get your tip for a day, and you don't always get it. You don't always know. They're cheats. They're cheats and they're liars. And I'm sure it's the same for Lyft and all those asshole companies. Anyway, when I was 14, I made a decision to do this for my life. Has it always been good? No. Has it always been an adventure? Yes. And I've been criticized all around. Family. Even friends sometimes. Certainly relationships that didn't want me to do this. But when I played that show last night, I'm going to be 61 in a week. And there's some issues I'm dealing with. There's some medical issues I'm dealing with. But I kicked ass. I really did. And the show got better and better and better and better. And I chopped some wood. We did some fast swing stuff that I freaking killed. And that was me up there. There was no computer helping me. I wasn't typing. There was no boss. It was just me. Me. The credit goes to me. Anyway, this is out to a whole bunch of people. And I know that some folks that like water and bridges and... I'm alone in my life at the moment, and more alone than I want to admit. And if you wanted to PM me, maybe, and we got to be friends, maybe I'd talk to you about it. But there is somebody in Florida that's probably the most beautiful one I've ever met. But we have some serious disagreements on stuff. I'm a democratic socialist, as you know. I want universal health care and free tuition, and I don't care if you're transgender, trans whatever. I just don't care. If you're happy, man, do it. And those are my problems with the Republican Party. That's why I can't ever vote for Republicans, because they want to hinder people loving and being who they are. And my whole life, even though it's being a drummer, is being who I am. So that's my speech to you, and I'm going to close it with this. I'm going to cross the bridge and say goodnight. And I'm so happy to do this for somewhat of a living for almost all my life. I do love the water. Do what you love, man. Do what you love. Figure out the money later. Amen. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the show. I'll see you in a week. Bye-bye.